Here's a coffee bag design. Pretty generic, right? It's the first of 3 different examples in today's video on how color theory and color use can actually totally change graphic designs. Okay, so we've established this package design is pretty generic, but let's say I want to launch a new coffee brand that stands out on the supermarket shelves. I want to make a design that is aiming to appeal to women aged 20 to 40, as this is going to be my target audience for the redesign. Also, I want to emphasize that 95% of Arabica coffee is actually grown in Ethiopia, and somehow I want to get that across in my design without actually saying the words. But yeah, these are my design goals, so let's go ahead and make that design. So I started with this really neat graphic here. For me, when I think about the culture of Ethiopia, I think of vibrancy, I think of energy, and I think this is a great starting point for that. Also, I like how it's quite a feminine scene, which is going to help my design appeal to that target audience. The colors on this design are very vibrant, and it helps to give that burst of energy that I hope will make the package design differentiate itself from the other generic styles of packaging. Now, I did play around with a lot of different layouts, and actually I had a band of color gradients, which I soon dropped, but at this stage it looks something like this. When people drink coffee, they have that burst of energy and they feel really alive. I also think my package design is going to help get that point across. So from there, I extended the gradient band over much of my design, and I did feel this was heading in the right direction. I then decided to really target that younger generation and elected for a more trendy, iridescent color scheme gradient, as you can see here. Now, I think this does effectively differentiate itself from products that are generic in this category. It points to a vibrancy of the Ethiopian culture and how coffee can make us feel when we drink it. And also, of course, it is quite feminine due to the purple hues and so on. I also like how I have a thin black section at the very top and a thin gradient section at the very bottom. For me, that was a nice touch and a smart move, along with the drawings of coffee beans growing on the sides. So yeah, this design, for me at least, pulses with energy and vibrancy, which is exactly what I was going for. So color can really help to differentiate a product or a design from other ones. But next, I want to use color that's going to appeal to 2 very different markets with saturation. Both designs are going to be geared towards cosmetics, and we're going to be using social media here. Think of it like an Instagram story or whatever. So the first design uses bold and bright colors, and this can sometimes seem tacky or cheap. However, in this instance, they would make a cosmetics product potentially appeal to younger women, perhaps even teenagers. And that's due to the high saturation of color, and that makes the design look more fun, more striking, more bold. But if we go ahead and flip things around completely to a more muted color palette in terms of saturation, now the entire design has a different focus. Now things are more calm, more refined, more elegant, and this design would appeal to women above and beyond their 30s and potentially to sophisticated middle upper class people. But we do have some areas of high saturation, including the CTA and of course the lips. And the lips are the product, so we do obviously want this to stand out a bit. But in general, lowering saturation and contrast will give a more refined and more calming look to your design. And this is often perpetuated by cosmetic brands throughout the entire industry. But again, it does depend on your target audience, the demographic, and that's demonstrated right here. So here's a banner for a hotel. Notice the typography reads Elite Suites. That would suggest a higher end kind of hotel, and the fact that we have a serif font and a clean minimal layout just pushes that idea even more. So with that in mind, what color scheme can we run with on this design? The truth is that many color schemes would actually work, and it would depend on the market research this brand actually conducts. But at the same rate, there are many color schemes that wouldn't work and would just fail. One scheme that would work, in my opinion, is gold and purple. And we all know that gold suggests luxury, but matched up with purple, we get a kind of royal or regal feel. The purple is calming, and this works well for a business such as hotel suites. We all want peace and calmness when we check into a hotel. Well, most of us anyway. Now, I think another potential color scheme that could work here would be red and white. The reason being is that red is very attention-seeking and imposing. This hotel might actually consider itself to be superior and more prominent, and so a bold choice like this in color could actually work really well. Again, it depends on the research and what direction the branding team would actually want to take it, and who they're targeting. But as you can see, color can totally change a design, and that's why it's so important to know who you're targeting and why. Then you can actually allow the color to do the talking for your design. Now you can learn a lot more about color in graphic design simply by clicking that video on the screen. But until next time guys, design the future today. Peace.